Metroscapers, and welcome to another episode of Metroscape. I'm your host, Jazel Velarde, at samahan nyo kong tikman at alamin ang magandang garden na nandito sa likod ko ngayon. And can you guess where I am right now? Are we here in the Philippines? Are we here in the Metro? Guys, we're here in Marikina. Just here, Rustic Mornings. Kilalanin natin ang ganda nitong restaurant nito. Halika! Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Metro Escape, where everybody feels like, I don't know how to describe it, but definitely dito sa lugar na pinuntahan natin ngayon, it's like a hidden garden cafe, shall I say. I feel like this is not like, parang wala ako sa Pilipinas, honestly. Feeling ko I'm in the gardens of Italy. Beside me is a very wonderful and very bubbly chef. Beside me is Miss Portia Baluyot, who's the visionary about this very beautiful restaurant, which is Rustic Mornings.
Hi,
Hello.
Jazel.
Hello.
Welcome to Rustic
Portia.
Mornings. Yes.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for traveling all the way to Marikina. I know it's quite a travel to come here.
And actually, this is my first time here, honestly. And you know what? I've been seeing Rustic Mornings all over social media, you know? It's not because these are organic people that's actually reviewing the restaurant, no?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm so intrigued that by the time that I believe na nalaman ko, I think it was last week or it was 2 days ago na dito kami pupunta. Excited ako pupunta. And I'm really excited not just to try the food. But also, I believe you also have yung mga bago nyo. You have your own bakery.
Yes, we put up a bake shop just last year. So it's really, really new. And I'm very excited to introduce that and let the people try it, because this is also something new that I learned just recently also, baking.
But before we go that, Portia, I'd like to know, what's the concept behind this Rustic Mornings?
We put this up 13 years ago. And it really started...
So, tagal na talaga. It was 13 years.
I was only 27. Oh no, don't do the math.
So, don't look naman.
So we had a garden on our other property, and it was really just to, how do I say it? Serve something for our family, because we come from a very big family, and you know, Mariqueños, they always gather in the afternoon. You know, so all my aunts and uncles and cousins would gather to our property, and then it's what they call kapihan, you know. And then my mom said, Portia, why don't you make something, and you know, like a sandwich or something, and you can start selling. Because during that time, I closed my other business. I was in advertising before. And then that's just how it started. And my mom, being an artist, she put together all her collections in one trellis. She had a lot of them all tucked in the bodega, because she was hiding all these collections from my father. Because every day she would buy a copper, you know, a decor, she would hide it. So it was only 2009 that she was able to display everything. So it started from one trellis, and then the Lord would bless us with another table, so that would be another trellis, until we were able to make a 120-seat restaurant.
Was it the concept is really like this even before?
It has a little bit of backstory, because I did not have money, you know, and I closed up my business. I did not have money. And my mom had all these decors. So sabi ko, okay, that's one way to save on interior. And then I just started cooking. And it so happened that my sister, during that time, migrated to the States, left with me all her cookbooks, her stove, her fridge, her plates, everything. And I said, shucks, how am I supposed to put up a restaurant with no cash? I mean, di ba, parang medyo mahirap yun. It's really impossible. But because I came from an advertising background, I kind of created a concept out of what I only had. So during the time, it wasn't Rustic Mornings yet. I said, okay, I don't have money. I can't afford to employ anyone. I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna do the marketing. I mean, the palengke, you know. And
So it was just you.
yes,
when you just
it was
started this.
and a yaya. Actually, and a yaya. She would help out. And I took reservations.
Okay.
So this street, our street, was not even well lit. And I would back then.
But this was the second restaurant, diba?
This is the well, it's still the same the Rustic Morning, sorry.
Okay.
The Rustic Morning. It is the second restaurant. So we really started, we had a really humble beginning. And then eventually the Lord would just add one table at a time each year. And so that's how we kind of like blew up to
Pero
a big
Portia,
garden.
you started with sandwich.
Actually with butter.
Butter?
With butter, yes.
Oh
I would make flavored butter and sell that. And then that's how it started.
Wait, what's the concept? Why butter? Do you love to travel, if I may ask?
During that time, no.
Okay.
It was only recently when, airfares are more affordable right now. But back in the, in 2000, early 2000, no, not at all.
Yeah, but why butter? It's very unusual kasi, di ba, usually, pag sandwich lang naman, it's always sandwich and like the typical, Filipino comfort food. But why butter?
Probably because I grew up also with, my mom had high taste in food and my grandmother.
Yeah.
And I guess it was the easiest thing to prepare. No need for a stove or anything. I would just create my own flavors.
Okay.
And then it was easy to make, easier to sell to my family because we all love bread.
Okay.
We're bread eaters, we're pasta eaters, not rice eaters actually.
Okay.
And then after that, I made the spinach dip, which is a bestseller here in the restaurant. So I'll let you try that.
I'm so excited to try
Yes.
because, Portia, I love butter.
Oh really? Me too. I mean,
Butter is so good. Just a quick tip though. Every morning, I've learned this. I've been doing this for about 5 years now. Every morning on my coffee, black coffee, I mix it with butter
Yes.
because they said
It's good. The good fat.
it's a good fat.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, Portia, I'd like to know more about the food that you are serving now here at Rustic Mornings. Can you talk about it?
One of the things why I don't also consider myself, or I like myself being called like a chef. It's not. I don't really work like you make one. Okay, I can make one. So anything that I make here, kailangan talaga may feelings. Kailangan talaga parang I feel like making it today, or I feel like eating this today, and okay, I'm gonna make it. So
Which is good, kasi you make your food with love. Diba?
yeah, I'm not really the technical kind of chef.
When you
actually.
prepare food with love, it translates it. So
Yes,
when the customers like us get to taste it, we also fell in love. Honestly, guys, when I step here, ang daming tao. I
Yes.
wasn't expecting. Like, we were here patay na oras,
Yes,
diba?
it was,
And then ang
yes.
daming tao. So people really come here, to think ang tagal niyo na in the industry. And not every restaurant kayang tumagal ng ganyan katagal, diba?
Yes.
So what's the secret, Portia?
It's
Besides the love.
yes. Well, yes, that's true. One, you really have to love what you do.
Okay.
Second, you also have to train your people or to allow them to also love the company and what they do. And
This is important.
and one thing I'm also very proud of is that most of my employees have been with me since I started. So that's why, consistency really is the key to everything or to any
Yeah.
business. So that's why it's not so hard for us to be consistent with the food that we bring out, or just as how the portions, everything, even the ingredients, everything, we just try to be consistent.
Yeah.
Consistent on everything.
Pero Rustic Mornings is known for all-day breakfast. Tama?
Yes, yes.
Yeah? And the serving is so big, no? From butter to sandwiches, and now you now you are already in like the all-day breakfast menu.
Yes.
Paano nangyari yun?
Well, so my first restaurant, which was Isabelo, it was a nighttime restaurant. I was young. I mean, I could work till nighttime.
Okay, that was the first
That was
restaurant
the first
where
one.
you launched the butter?
Yes, kind of like, yes,
Okay.
yes. And then I said, I wasn't seeing any of my friends. I mean, I was 27, 29. I wanted to go out and party. So I said, okay, you know what? I wanna work in the morning. All right, so
Okay.
hence the conceptualization of Rustic Mornings. So it happened after 6 months, a year. And then, but still, I wasn't able to go out with my friends because I was still working till nighttime.
Yeah.
But it really just...
Hindi ka makagimik.
Hindi ka di ba nang makagimik talaga? But it's an all-day breakfast also because I really didn't want to work at nighttime anymore. So that's why our operating hours are only until 4 and 6 p.m. on weekends. But that's also good for me and even my employees because we all get to our family, we all get home to our families and no one's late actually. None of my employees are late the next morning. So that's a good thing for
For
us.
Portia, besides that, no, what's the concept? Why did you choose like this kind of theme? It's like kasi hidden
Okay.
garden eh.
Yes. Well, you
What's
know,
the inspiration?
okay. So when I was conceptualizing the restaurant, I couldn't put it together in words kasi dapat you have to put it on words, diba?
Pero
your
Portia, the previous
branding.
restaurant was also similar to this.
Yes, but at nighttime.
Ah.
Yeah, so it was more romantic. I targeted
Midnight.
I targeted more the couples,
Yeah.
you know, or special occasions,
Okay.
na ganyan. So when I was conceptualizing this, I had to bring out a feeling. That's the only way I could describe it. So sabi ko, okay, how do I want my mornings to be? Okay, I want to be in a very nice hut. Okay?
Very nice what, sorry?
A hut. Like a kubo. Like a kubo, pero
Okay.
modernized ng konti.
Okay.
So, like a nice hut. And when I eat my breakfast, I don't want to be judged when I eat my breakfast because during that time, di na ngayon, because I look after my health, no? I wanted my bacon there. I wanted my fried rice
Yeah.
with aromatic, yung talagang mabango na bawang. And then I want my fresh orange juice.
Okay.
And then when I want my breakfast, gusto ko paglabas ko, I'm stepping on grass. And then I'm on my white, you know, parang linen duster na maganda. You know, that was how I was envisioning it. And then I wanted my pile of bacon, my rice, my tapa, my tocino, but I also want my pancakes there with really good whipped butter.
Ang cute mo,
You know,
no?
and no one's gonna judge me.
Okay.
And I want to be able to enjoy my breakfast na hindi ako, yung hindi formal. And then I'll eat, I go back to my room and I go back to eat again and no one's gonna judge me. When I translated that to a name, sabi ko, okay, I want a morning that is rustic, not
Okay.
pretentious, diba? No one's gonna judge you. I'm here to indulge. I'm not here to think of my diet.
Okay.
But I'm here to enjoy, savor the moment, enjoy the sound of the leaves. And then you have very little dogs running there.
Is it one
So-
of the reason why your serving is so generous?
Yes, and plus, I frequent the America back then. So, and plus, of course, coming from advertising, ano ko na yan eh, minarket test ko na yan. I went around Marikina, I went around QC, Cainta, Taytay. I kind of put together what these cities did not have during that time.
Okay.
So-
Are you from here? Marikina lang din?
My family is, yes, my mom's side. They're really Mariqueños, which they call themselves katutubo. Talagang Mariqueño talaga.
That's why you put up your restaurant here.
Yes, and we lived here also.
So
Yeah.
from that side, the first restaurant, which is Isabelo, why did you put up another restaurant?
Okay.
Or did you? Is it the is this the
No,
second
I just
branch?
transferred it here.
Ah,
I transferred. So, 11 years there, and then my mom was sick. She decorated everything. Everything interior, exterior, that's her forte.
Okay.
And I would take care of the food. And sometimes, sometimes mangingialam ka, Ma, why don't you move the table there, transfer it here? And she would tell me, it was so funny, in her madam, wag mo akong pakialaman sa aking decoration. So, well, one of the reasons also why I moved here because, well, it was it was just an inquiry for parking until my uncle said, why don't you just, build it here? And I wanted to see my mom in a happier aura. Because, syempre, naluma na doon, she was sick, and that is why I have a tribute about her in this entire wall. She loved mosaic. So she mosaiced everything, all the pots, the pathways, the tables, she mosaiced them. And one of my tributes to her is this wall mosaic with rose bushes. She's a painter.
Yeah, I'd like to know nga rin more about the details of the restaurant. No?
Yes.
Like, here, what do you call that? Yung mga ganyang klaseng plants.
Oh, nako, one time she told me, Portia, you have to learn about plants.
Yeah.
Because if I pass away, who's gonna take care of the plants?
Once naging plantita ka rin for a
No,
while.
I hired
know naman.
someone. Because I can't. I do so many stuff na talaga. But I am starting to learn to love, appreciate, and take care of them. But with my landscaper pa rin. So, yeah.
Portia, how big is this place?
This is about, I guess, 3,000 square meter.
Malaki, no?
Yeah, malaki
I
siya.
noticed nga, it's so big. So, you also cater like weddings? Do you do that
Yes,
for
I do.
reservations?
I do. So we cater small weddings and big weddings.
So how many rooms do you have here?
Well, we have the indoor for something more intimate. So this is a maximum of 70 packs.
Okay.
So we have small birthdays or baptismals. We do a lot of that there. Or intimate weddings. But if you want a bigger wedding, which is also still intimate, I have the event hall right behind us that can accommodate up to 140 packs.
You also do catering?
Yes, we do.
So,
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Okay.
And then this one, Jazel, this has a very interesting story.
Which is?
The event hall. Yeah. So if you see around it, and if we go inside, the adobes that you see are original from the 1800s.
Really?
Yes.
Ang galing!
And this, but the brick wall, ako na yan. I wanted the New York style of, paano ba,
It's so
yung wall.
cute.
Di ba when they,
Maganda,
di ba when
maganda.
they chisel, then they find out there's a brick wall underneath? Yan yung effect na gusto ko. So when we were constructing this, pabawas ng pabawas yung adobe. Because nga, walang ano eh. But anyways, this event hall used to be the ancestral mansion of the Tuazons.
Okay.
So the Tuazons, during the war, fled to San Juan. That's why their mansions are all over San Juan. But before, the Tuazons owned the whole of Marikina, which extended to Commonwealth, Fairview, Ateneo, Katipunan. These were their farmlands. So I only discovered this when my uncle said, tingin ka doon, papasok ka. And I didn't want to enter kasi nga, this was Talahe. Madaming ahas dito talaga. So, I'm so glad I listened to my uncle. So,
do you have any plans of branching out? Kasi isa lang to, di ba?
Yes.
Do you have any plans of bringing it to the south or to the north?
you know, I get a lot of offers. I get a lot of offers from malls also. Ang dami from
pwede.
Alabang, madami. But then, this is what makes it special. It's so hard to replicate a garden in a mall setting. So I'm still thinking about it, but I'm tempted. You know, it's always there.
Maybe
syempre.
in the future.
In the future, yes.
Or another, not rustic mornings, but maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe rustic evenings? I don't know.
But that's why I'm hoping the bake shop will be able to branch it out. So it's a lot easier to branch it out.
You know what, Portia? I'm so excited to try all the food na papatikim sa atin ni Portia. So when we get back, tikman na natin lahat ng hinanda ni Portia for us. Stay tuned here in Metro Escape.